I'm going to show you how to install your 5-stage reverse osmosis system. In this case, it's a 6-stage system, but the installation is exactly the same. I'll show you step by step how to do it. It's so simple that even a 5-year-old could install it, so you have no excuse. Watch the video and start drinking cleaner, more purified water instead of buying bottled water. As you can see, we've already opened the first box. Here we have the 3 filter housings where the filters go, each with its own gasket. The 3 filters already come inside these housings. I forgot to mention this earlier, this system is from the Jacker brand. I previously bought replacement filters from this brand and really liked them, so we decided to buy the complete reverse osmosis system as well. My parents had a very old reverse osmosis system at home, so we decided to replace it. I'll show you where each tube goes. For example, here you can already see the red connector. I'll explain where the red tube goes, where the blue one goes, where the black one goes, everything step by step when we get to that part. I'll also leave the link to the system in the description. If you want to buy it, you can support the channel. It costs the same for you, and I get a small commission instead of Amazon keeping it all. Here we have the complete storage tank. And here I'm showing you all the components that come with the system. But if you want to skip this part, check the description because I'll leave the chapters so you can jump directly to the installation. In this box, we have the water inlet valve. I'm not going to replace mine because I already have one from the old reverse osmosis system, so I can save myself that step. But it's very simple. You just connect the inlet tube, and that's it. Here we also have the faucet, the valve, the drain connection, and this black piece, which connects to the drain pipe. I'll open the faucet package later. Here we also have the filter wrench, the tools for tightening the filters, and the valve for the storage tank. Here you have the complete faucet assembly, but I'm not going to install this one either because I already have mine integrated into the main kitchen faucet. It's a special faucet. Now let's start with the filters. We have 3 filters. First, we make sure all the gaskets are properly in place. This is very important. Once we know the gaskets are correctly positioned, we can insert the filters. The first filter, where the water enters, is the sediment filter. This is the first one we're going to install. Make sure it sits correctly at the bottom, and that's it. Once it fits properly at the bottom, we leave it ready to connect to the system. This part goes downward, and the side with the gasket goes upward. This is very important. If you install it upside down, it can leak, and it also won't do its job properly. The next filter has gaskets on both sides, so it doesn't matter which way you install it. Both sides are the same. This is the activated carbon filter. Now we continue. As you can see, the red connector is on the left. That's where we'll place the sediment filter, because that's where the water enters the system. In this brand, everything is already labeled. It says filter 1, filter 2, and filter 3. Filter 1 goes where the water enters, filter 2 goes in the middle, and filter 3 goes at the end. Now we tighten the housings. First, tighten them by hand as much as possible. Then we give them one final turn with the wrench. But don't over-tighten them. This is important. If you tighten them too much, they'll be very difficult to remove later. Just give them a light final turn. When we test the water later, if there are any leaks, then we can tighten them a little more. But usually, you don't need much force. As you can see, I'm not applying a lot of pressure. Just the final click, without forcing it. Make sure the wrench is properly positioned at the top so it doesn't slip while tightening. And that's it. Here we have filter 1, filter 2, and filter 3. This is the direction of the water flow. The water will enter from this side. Now let's move on to the membrane. We remove the blue safety clip. Press the connector. And pull the tube out. Now we have access. We slightly pull the membrane housing out. So we have more space to work. This part can get in the way. So we just lift it a bit. To make everything easier. You can also remove it from the blue side. To get even more room. Now we take the membrane filter, which comes vacuum sealed, and insert it inside. This step is very important. You need to make sure. The two small rubber seals go inside first. And the larger seal stays toward the outside. So, small seals inside and big seal outside, closing side. If you're not sure, just rewind the video and pause. You'll see it clearly. Now we close the housing. Again, don't over-tighten it. Just a firm, light turn with the wrench. Now we reinsert the tube. All the way in. And we put the safety clip back. This clip is very important. It prevents the tube from coming out. Due to pressure. Or if it gets pulled accidentally. Now let's move on to the storage tank. We screw in the valve that I showed you earlier. This valve allows you to open or close the tank, which is useful later for maintenance or cleaning. Now for the water inlet. In my case, I already have a connection. But normally you would install a splitter on your cold water line. Important. Always connect to cold water, never hot water. One side goes to your faucet, and the other goes to the osmosis system. In my setup, I'm placing the tank in a separate cabinet to save space under the sink. So I drilled a hole and passed the tube through. Now let's connect the tubes. The tube that goes to the storage tank connects to the yellow port. Very important. Yellow is storage tank. We remove the safety clip. Press. Pull out the connector. Insert the tube. Push it firmly. And put the clip back. Same process every time. Now we cut the tube to size. This brand uses all white tubing. So you have to follow the connections carefully. Other brands use colors. But this one is still very easy. If you follow the video. Now we connect the other end of the tube. Coming from the yellow output. Same process again. Remove clip. Insert tube. Push firmly. Replace clip. And now we place the tank in its final position. Next, the water inlet connection. Mine uses a threaded connection. So I just insert the tube. And tighten it with a wrench. Make sure it's tight. So there are no leaks. Now the inlet goes to the red port. Red is water input. We remove the safety clip. Press the connector. Pull it out. Insert the tube. Push it firmly. And put the clip back. Now we have water input connected and tank connected. Next, the output to the faucet. This goes to the blue port. Blue is clean water output. We connect it the same way. Insert tube. Push firmly. Secure with clip. Now for the drain connection. This tube goes to the drain pipe. We'll drill a small hole in the drain pipe. Insert the black connector. And then insert the tube. Very simple. Again. Remove clip. Insert tube. Secure it. Important note. At first, I didn't push the tube in properly. And I had a leak later. So make sure you push it all the way in. And secure it well. Now we're ready for testing. Now we're ready for the first startup. Before turning everything on, place a towel underneath the system. This is very important. If there's any leak, you'll detect it immediately, without making a mess. Now, this valve here is important. This is the filter flushing valve. The manufacturer recommends keeping it closed for the first startup. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now we open the main water supply. And from this moment, the system will start filling. Water will begin flowing through all the filters and into the tank. Now we carefully check for leaks. In my case, I did have a small leak at first, but I fixed it by tightening the connection. So take your time here. Check every connection. If something leaks, just tighten it slightly more. Once everything is working properly, we can label the filters. We place the stickers. Filter 1. Filter 2. Filter 3. This will help you later, when it's time to replace them. Now comes a very important step. Flushing the system. The manufacturer recommends doing 4 full flush cycles before drinking the water. Here's how it works. Let the tank fill completely. This usually takes around 1 hour, depending on water pressure. Then open the faucet and let all the water drain out. When it stops flowing, close the faucet again and let it refill. Repeat this process 4 times. At the beginning, you'll notice the water comes out dark. That's completely normal. It's just carbon residue from the filters. After a few flushes, the water will become completely clear. In my case, I used a water quality tester, just out of curiosity. Before filtration, the reading was around 23. After the second flush, it was already improving. And after the 4th flush, it dropped to around 9. So you can clearly see the improvement in water quality. Now, let's quickly talk about the faucet installation. We drill a small hole first. Then gradually increase the drill size until we reach about 10 millimeters. You can try with an 8 millimeters drill first, but usually 10 millimeters works best. Then we place the gasket, insert the faucet, and tighten everything. Follow the instructions that come with your model. They will tell you exactly which gasket goes on top and which goes below. Now for the drain connection. We drill a hole in the drain pipe. Place the black connector. Tighten the clamp. And insert the tube. That's it. Very simple. And now everything is installed. Your reverse osmosis system is ready. You now have clean, filtered water at home, without needing to buy plastic bottles. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And most importantly, start drinking better water. See you in the next video.